DeWitt Clinton High School in the Bronx had a four-year graduation rate last year of less than 50% and a six-year graduation rate of about 55%. Nicole, BengivenoThe New York Times. More than half of the high schools that the de Blasio administration has targeted for rapid improvement have fallen short of their goals for raising their graduation rates, according to preliminary data released by the Education Department this week. Of the 28 high schools in the $582 million Renewal Program for struggling schools, 19 schools missed either their targeted four-year or six-year graduation rate in the last school year, the data showed. Results for one school, Multicultural High School, were not available. Among the schools furthest from meeting graduation targets was DeWitt Clinton High School in the Bronx, which had a four-year graduation rate last year of less than 50%, and a six-year graduation rate of about 55%. The school's six-year graduation rate target was 75%. It, along with some other schools, did not have a four-year goal. New Explorers High School, also in the Bronx, had a four-year graduation rate of 50%, according to the preliminary data, about 12 points short of its target. Among the other schools that fell short of their four-year graduation rate goals, the High School for Health Careers and Sciences in Manhattan at about 62%, Herbert H. Lehman High School in the Bronx 60%, and Flushing High School in Queens 60%. In total, 13 schools met the targets that had been set for their four-year graduation rates. Only 2 schools met targets that had been set for their six-year graduation rates. A handful of schools significantly improved their graduation rates and surpassed their targets. At Automotive High School in Brooklyn, long one of the city's most troubled schools, 72% of students graduated in 4 years, 12 points better than the school's goal. At the Academy of Urban Planning and Engineering in Brooklyn, roughly 79% graduated in 4 years, and at Pan American International High School in Queens, 90% did. Pan American topped all renewal schools in the percentage of students graduating. The city's education department cautioned that the data were preliminary and were subject to correction by the state education department, which will release its own, more official graduation numbers in the coming months. The city said that, for individual schools, the difference between the calculations by the city and state may be significant. Of the 27 renewal high schools for which data were available, 6 saw their four-year graduation rates fall. New Explorers High School for Health Careers and Sciences, Holcomb L. Ruck School of Community Research in the Bronx, Cypress Hills Collegiate Preparatory School in Brooklyn, Brooklyn Collegiate A College Board School, and Flushing High School. Mayor Bill de Blasio has made the Renewal Program one of his signature education initiatives. At its core, the program aims to show that putting resources into low-performing schools is better than closing them, which was the preferred approach of Mr. de Blasio's predecessor, Michael R. Bloomberg. But the program has shown mixed results. Mr. de Blasio announced the program in November 2014 and gave the schools 3 years to improve, saying that those that did not show sufficient progress in that time would be closed. In some cases, the education department did not wait that long. Before this fall, it had closed or merged 16 schools in the program. Mr. de Blasio said in August that the education department would decide this month which of the 78 schools still in the program would be closed or merged, which would be taken out of the program for having made substantial progress, and which would continue to receive support. 2 scholars who have studied the Renewal Program, Aaron Pallas, a professor of sociology and education at Columbia University's Teachers College, and Marcus Winters, an associate professor in the School of Education at Boston University and a senior fellow at the Manhattan Institute, both said on Thursday that they would like to see a comparison between the trend in the graduation rates for renewal schools and the trend for other schools in the system. Dr. Winters said comparing the schools' performance with their targets was interesting, from a political perspective, because those targets are what the administration said would happen. However, he said, from the perspective of, was this policy a good or bad idea, I think the more interesting question is, how well would these schools be performing otherwise? A version of this article appears in print on November 17, 2017, on page A25 of the New York edition with the headline City Program to Improve Graduation Rate Falls Short.